Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm slightly missing Tony's countdowns.
I never
did
thought
the
that was gonna
count, but I
happen.
didn't know that. I forgot. I
I
did say
forgot.
confirm and go live.
I forgot we're going live as I push the button.
I forget. What was I? You know what I was
Oh
saying.
my gosh.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Naked Roll Rats.
Hello.
This is our Monday game of the Auditors. I am Tam, your guys' DM. I go by she, her.
Hello. I'm Finch. I go by she, they. I play Sani, who goes by she, her.
Hi, I am Tony. I play Professor Oscar Papadakis II, or Pops. We both go by he, him.
Hi, I'm Larry. I'm gonna play Pebble. Me and her, or she and her.
I'm Brian, and I play Boblin the Goblin, and we both go by he, him.
Yippee.
Beautiful. Wow, my brain just totally blanked. Oh, this is gonna be a good game,
Yeah,
guys. We're starting out this.
Yeah, it's D&D. It's
Sorry.
D&D. I
Do we
got
need
you.
to, do we need to take a 3, 2, 1? We're live. We can go again.
Again? What?
And go.
I didn't know that that's how it worked. This whole time I could have had a do-over. It's fine. But yeah, hi everybody. We started this game last week, and we are going to be playing this game again 2 weeks from now. And that's kind of going to be the schedule for the Monday game, as every other week for it. So just kind of a heads up. Before we do recap, can I have everyone roll luck for me so I don't forget to do it? Just to be safe.
Oh, goody.
It's just a D20, right?
Not D20, a D6.
It's D100,
It's
right?
5 D20s.
Let's go!
Nice.
If I remember correctly, I have 8 now.
I'm gonna just do this here. 1. Cool.
Crushed it.
Hey, I'm used to that.
What was the other thing I was gonna check up on?
Hopefully, we have ironed out all character sheet stuff in addition to technical things. So hopefully this week will just go very smooth for everybody involved. To recap of what happened last week, you all had met at the Red Raven, being summoned by a series of letters to meet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I only messed up once last week. We'll see how this goes. Pop. Professor Oscar Papadoc. Man.
Yep.
Great.
Pops.
Popsicle.
Pops.
To meet Pops at the Red Raven to talk about the job that the auditors had for you. There was talk of a job at the Howling Hound, and then there's also a job at the Painted Pixie, to which you all decided to go investigate the Painted Pixie, and met a lovely little fairy named Jola, who let you all know that she is a little bit under duress due to the fact that her paintings are disappearing. Upon some investigation, you were all able to check out and discover that a bookworm had been amongst the paintings, and it was causing damage in that regard. A few choice words were said by Jola, as she had mentioned that she had specifically hired someone to be able to prevent such things from happening. Bookworms specifically tend to feed off of things like books, but they also are mass destructors of like other forms of creativity, anything on paper or that sort of thing. And Jola had let you know that the Tiana Institute had been the people that she had coordinated with in order to provide protection to her shop. As you guys investigated, the outside of the Painted Pixie, there was a series of magical like talismans that had been placed about, all obviously not installed well. The one specifically that you guys had investigated had a magical protection rune on it that had been nailed through, so therefore destroying the rune and destroying the magic. It looked a little bit on purpose. So we spent a good amount of time making sure that that coin was either A, working, or seeing if you guys could repair it. To which, no and no. And as you went to inform Jola of the amount of information that you guys had found, a platter had come from upstairs. A detection of good and evil had been cast, upon which there is a fey presence as well as an abjuration above you, and that is where we are picking up right now, is with you all in the main floor of the Painted Pixie, this apothecary style main level. It's the main shop that the Painted Pixie has, but Jola also runs this kind of side gig of this paint shop above her main apothecary business. So the four of you hear a clatter. What do you do?
Bob bolts for the stairs.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Bob
dear,
has wanted
where's
to
he
hit something
going?
all night, and there's a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
There's a chance.
Sanny's just looking at Bob, just wondering, what trouble is he going to get into? I want to see.
Okay.
well, there is a thing up there that he's probably gonna go hit. So maybe we want to go and either also hit it or maybe talk to it. We'll see. But yeah. Okay. And I guess I'll follow as well. But Tim, but slower. I'm not that excited.
Yeah. So we have Boblin and then Sandy, and then we have Pebble and Pop. Your
Yeah,
Alien.
I go up to the stairs and just kind of gesture for people to go in front of me.
Oh yeah, thanks.
it's
No, you are all doing very good. You first, I will follow.
it's the most chivalrous thing to do, right?
Sanny would just absolutely just go in front, just think, oh, don't mind if I do.
Y'all hear Bob as he's running up. I swear if you're not supposed to be here, I'm gonna hit you in the face.
As you bolt up the stairs and return to the painted flat, very similar to what you had seen before, the series of like easels and paints and everything set up in the middle of this room. But along the edges, there are a series of paintings, and you hear that sound from before. It sounded like a book just tearing in half, like paper just being ripped. And Bob, you see out of one of the paintings that is leaning up against the side of the wall, you see like it looks like it is curling out from behind the painting and making these like just chomp motions at this canvas. And you see this weird like ethereal white worm that is like all teeth for its mouth, and as it bites, you're seeing that like the paint is just like pulling off the page, and as it pulls against the canvas, that's where that ripping sound is coming from. It doesn't seem to be damaging the actual canvas, but the art itself is just like being torn away as this worm is just having at this painting.
So as Bob sees that and he's topping the stairs, you hear him yell, "Robert, I could use a hand!" And if anybody can see Bob at that point, Bob's going to go into a rage. And little 2-foot-tall Bob starts to grow to 15-foot-tall giant Robert. And as he grows, you hear him say,
15?
Don't mind if I do, and pulls out a glaive that started out as 3 foot tall. It's now about 18 feet, just giant thing.
Does
Full
that even
anime
fit in
sword.
the room?
I'm dragging the top, like we're going at it.
15.
Yeah, you are like
Bob. So what happens rules based? Bob goes from a small creature, skips medium to a large.
yeah. So yeah,
Yes.
it's a tight squeeze for Bob.
Robert now is grazing the top of the ceiling.
Yeah.
Because Sunny went in front, would she see this?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's like stairs and then room. Like it's like a loft kind of
Okay,
situation. So
In that case,
Pebble would see
seeing
this,
Bob go
Annie would see
from
this.
seeing Bob go from a small creature to a large just immediately, Sandy's eyes completely light up and just like, oh my goodness, you are a medical marvel.
Ew.
And Bob's green suit is perfectly intact. Doesn't shred. It grows with him.
Amazing.
OMG.
That is very impressive, yes?
Well, now the fighting thing makes sense of like why you would have hired him to fight.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
kind
the
of looking
fighting
at him like,
thing.
I don't know. But I mean, yeah. I trusted the process, but like,
I hired everyone here for a specific reason, and this is one of Bob's very good reason.
yeah. I noted.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we want to do to this thing?
So Bob's swinging. Like, are you
Yeah,
want me to roll
I was gonna-
initiative first?
Yeah, I was
or do you want
about
Bob
to
to
say.
swing? Like, Bob's fixing to swing.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll an attack roll for me.
And he will be reckless, and
For
so
sure.
Advantage.
wow, that is terrible. A nat 1 and a 2 with advantage. So Bob's so big that he's grazing stuff,
Yeah.
trying to get this
Like-
glaive at
Like
it.
yeah, you're knocking over easels. Like it's not a good time for Bob
Get
inside
out
this
of my
room.
way!
Because Robert has initiated some threatening things. Can I have? Hang on, I want to make sure my turn order is clear. Okay, can I have everyone roll initiative for me?
I'll just get my token on screen quickly to do that.
Yeah, I need to do
I'm
that too.
so sorry. I'm trying to.
We're good.
My storage has been terrible in Roll20 lately, so I'm trying to fix the map.
You're fine.
Oh man. I forgot about the tokens.
It happens.
Forgive me.
Hang on. We can... I was gonna say I could give you one of your old tokens. Which of the tieflings that you've played before would you like?
Give me Spork.
Okay.
And then we'll adjust it. Cause she's red. All my other one,
Yeah.
was Tusk red? I think Tusk was.
Tusk was
too.
red. Yeah.
She was scarred out though.
Kerosene wasn't a tiefling, but she probably has a similar vibe to
what
Pebbles.
was kerosene?
Sweet and
It's
oh, I need. Where did it go? Wow, Roll20. Had it in here. Where did you go? Here we go. We'll just throw a little skull.
I promise we'll have it all together one of these times.
This is the problem about DMing 2 campaigns. Is my brain is like, oh, look at all my stuff, and then I'm like, that's not half the stuff I need for for this particular game, so it's fine. There we go. Jeez, make it a token layer and everything. Woof. Okay, we got this, friends. We're gonna roll for the worm. Beautiful. Okay, then we will. So sorry, Larry. I put it on the wrong layer. That's probably why you haven't been able to select anything. There we go. Why don't you just roll and I'll add it in manually for you?
Huh?
Oh, you did roll.
Yeah, I got
haven't
an
told you.
11. But my dexterity is 2.
Is. Woo!
Your dexterity is better than mine. Mine's 8.
Oh, yeah.
Dump stat.
I have 2 dump stats. That's dexterity and charisma.
I've got +4 to charisma.
Even my intelligence is only a 10. I just have big wisdom, con, and strength.
Big wisdom.
Big wisdom.
As all
Very
clerics
much
should.
wise.
Sweet. So with Bob going, Robert, the top of the order would technically go to the worm. The worm does not feel super threatened right now, and so is going to continue to just munch on that painting.
Wow.
That's what happens
It
when
seems
Robert misses.
not necessarily that it's doesn't feel threatened. It just is very, very preoccupied in this meal. And you can see, Robert, that like in front of you, like there's a series of paintings that are all very similar. They all kind of have this beautiful spring coloration to them. There's some gorgeous trees. The grass is kind of a weird color. The sky looks like it has almost like an aurora look to it and everything. It looks very not of this plane, but beautiful and across the board. It's several of these paintings kind of back to back to back. All of, if not the same picture, like it almost looks like it could form kind of a panorama kind of scene. And the worm is just going to take its turn eating, which would mean Pop, you are next in the order. Pops.
Okay. Pops comes up the stairs and just kind of wants to let these new recruits kind of shine. So Pops is going to pull out a little pocket watch. He's going to take his little glasses and put them in front of his face and just spin the pocket watch. And as he does, the rays come out from the glasses and go into the pocket watch, and I'm going to cast slow on it. So that is going to be a wisdom saving throw, DC 17.
Okay. And creatures of your choice. Cool. I would have thought that was hilarious if that happened to Robert.
I did think about casting Reduce to help.
Shrink it down a size.
Yep.
You scroll just a little bit too far on like your paint picture or like your Photoshop. Just that's too big. Sweet. Okay, that is a fail on the worm's part.
Okay.
Of course
And-
it is. It's me.
And that will be my turn.
Okay, sweet.
And
Sorry, just double checking on the intricacies that is slow. Robert, your go.
Robert's gonna reset himself and say, "I'm not gonna allow this," and he's gonna swing twice. If he can hit it all. 10's the highest on that one.
That
Now we're
misses,
getting
unfortunately.
somewhere for a 21 to hit.
Okay. 21 does hit.
For 20 slashing damage to it.
Okay.
And his final thing for a bonus action is going to be another miss
Okay.
with the polearm master. I got one hit in. So apparently
I'm just
Robert's
making-
still struggling with the height on everything.
Yeah. I'm just making sure that -2 to AC didn't do anything.
Oh, surely it didn't bring it down to 10.
I mean, it's a worm. But it's a nibbly worm, so unfortunately no, but it was close. Let's see. Okay, sweet. Yeah. So 20 points of that still doesn't feel great. I'm just gonna say that.
And that will be me.
Sweet. Okay. Pebble.
Yeah. which spell? I have like 4 different spells that all do the same thing different.
So roll a d4.
No, I think I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna. Pebble like takes a couple steps forward and goes, guys, maybe we need to, I don't know, get it. And so she is gonna like do a little flip of her hair, and while she does that, her lantern's gonna start glowing, and she's gonna cast compulsion on it.
Okay.
What's that do?
I need a wisdom saving throw from the worm. But I'm also nervous about how, because it loves art and stuff, but that's gotta be like intelligence.
Okay, and what's your DC again?
16.
Sorry, my computer just lagged like super hard, so here we go.
However, it could be more like it likes colors. Marines like crayons. It likes colors.
Ooh, that is a 19 before modifiers.
No! You're not supposed to roll well.
I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, I rolled a 7 before that.
It does. Why does it gets advantage on wisdom?
Not advantage, well, on my previous roll for the previous save that I did.
Okay, well, let me, creature choices, they can hear my sayings,
Automatically succeeds.
It can't be.
It can't be charmed. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, there goes one of the two. And she went up and like winked and stuff, trying to be all charismatic, and then the worm's doing nothing, She just like hits her lantern a little bit. It's like, come on. And I guess just takes a step back. She's like looking at the lantern, trying to get it to work.
Sounds good. just flick it a little bit.
Do I have any bonus? Oh, I guess I have cantrips, right? Those don't cost any. Or how do cantrips work as a warlock?
If you have any cantrips that are bonus actions, you can.
Yes, because you just can't. You wouldn't be able to do 2 leveled spells, but you can do a spell on a cantrip.
Well, I could start. No, I won't. I will save that for later. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. Stupid worm.
Sandy.
Sani is going to spend a 2nd level spell slot to summon a spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And I'll say it takes the form of just a big squeaky hammer.
Okay.
And the big squeaky hammer is going to try and hit the worm. 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
Level 2, yeah. For 10 force damage.
Okay.
Then Sani is going to run up with a mace in her handbag and hits this one with her handbag with the mace still inside.
Yes.
That's a nat 1. Just slams into the wall.
You drop it.
Oh dear.
Your handbag does not hit the canvas that the worm is on, but your bag goes straight through the canvas next to it. And the painting is still a little bit wet, and now you have oil paint just all over your handbag.
Oh no, that was expensive.
That's a tragedy. That's the real tragedy here.
For real. That'd be my turn.
The worm is going to go, and now very much so feeling threatened by these random things just coming and whacking it. It is going to turn, and it is going to peel away from the painting, look at all of you, screech, and I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
I'm good at those.
Fuck.
I'm really good at those.
Wow.
Man.
Okay.
Oh,
This
Bob,
is just a bunch of
I told you I'm
figures.
really good.
8.
okay. For Pops and Sani, you two have succeeded. For Robert and for Pebble, you two are deafened. While this screech fills the room, and the worm is going to turn and face the next painting to its other side, and it is going to dive into it like a blue skidoo or like a Mario painting, just like dive into it. And you see that there's like there's that like rip sound again as this hole in the paint forms amongst this painting. But you can see in the painting that the worm is starting to like swim through the air, like away from you guys.
It's what?
That's going to be it for the worm's turn. Pops.
Okay, so it's in a painting. Is it targetable? Can I see it?
You can see it. It is inside of the painting, and it looks like it is starting, like it is like flying to the ground on the painting.
Let's see here.
What if we burn the painting?
I think that might set the house on fire.
Well, we can do it in a controlled environment.
Okay, well, this is gonna drop slow, but I don't want this thing to get away, so I'm gonna drop it and then, cast Hold Monster.
Okay.
Nice.
So, Wisdom, DC 17.
Interesting. So you can see this creature, but the range does not feel like your hand goes out to cast it, and you can see, but the spell just kind of fizzles as the range of it like hits the painting. And you see there, like, kind of how you saw the painting kind of wobble a bit as the worm dove into it. You see that wobble appear as this magic tries to like permeate to hold the worm.
Okay, then that's my turn.
Okay. Robert?
Robert's gonna try to reach into the painting.
Okay. As your like massive hand like goes over everybody to dive into to like reach into the painting. As smooth as water, your hand flows into the painting.
Do I think like so when it entered the painting, did I keep fleeing or is it right there? Could I grab it?
It as you reach, it feels like there is a hole, like you don't reach anything. It feels like open air in front of you. You could continue to like lean in if you so desire.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean, just keep going until my face is next to the painting. I don't think Robert could fit through the painting because he's enormous, but just basically like some up to my neck, trying to get my hand on this thing.
As you, I mean, this is like you're large, so it's as you like get your head inside the painting and like trying to like weasel your way in, the moment that your head goes in, the rest of you just hear that this massive terror sound and just this kind of sound as Robert is pulled into the painting and flops on, and you are on the ground in this ethereal forest around you. And
is the word
Robert,
next to me?
you look behind you and there's like, it's weirdly shimmery behind you, but it looks like normal scenery. It is probably like, because it had slow on at the time, it's probably like 15, 20 feet in front of you.
Which one? I have 15-foot reach. So if it's 20 feet, I'm going to move forward one step and...
Yeah.
And now I have full range of my glaive, and I'm just going to wail down on it.
Okay.
And hopefully that's what the rolls of the dice look like as well.
I hope so.
It's not. It's not at all.
Oh no.
First
Robert.
swing. Hey, there's the second swing for 21 to hit and 22 damage.
Okay.
And then my bonus action polearm master. $21 to hit for 17 damage.
Okay. Robert, as the first hit goes, and that screech that happened before, you would hear it if you could hear. You're still deafened at this moment.
What?
And this worm just like splits in front of you in half as the second swing hits. The body like flops apart, and you see that inside of it is just riddled with what looks like teeny tiny, like very colorful maggots. And all of a sudden the maggots just start hopping out of the body and start burrowing as fast as they can into the soil.
Well, that was action and bonus action, so I'm done.
Okay, sweet. Pebble, you standing before this painting, you can see that in this painting, Robert is standing in the painting, and you just saw him absolutely decimate this worm.
Guys, he killed it! I think! Bobbert!
Wait, if you killed it, why is the painting still like that?
I can't hear you.
That's a very good point.
Bobbert! Are you okay? Can you get out?
Even if Robert could hear you,
He cannot hear you.
I know.
he's as deaf as you are.
She has
He
no
can't
idea.
hear you either.
She has no idea. She was looking at her lantern. So is it moving like a moving picture, or like still frames of like?
It now that there is something within the picture that it is moving, it looks like someone is animating it with paint. Like you see, like when you saw Robert like hold up the glaive and everything, it's like someone like wiped it and then painted it and then wiped it and then like, but all really, really quickly. So it's like almost
Stop
animatic
motion.
kind of stuff in front of you.
I don't know what to...
And you can see now that that part of the painting is moving, the trees are also starting to like move, and the clouds in the sky and the just the coloration of the sky is starting to flicker to multiple colors.
I'm gonna look at Pop and Sanny and be like, are we going in? Nah. Don't answer out loud though, I can't hear you.
I just shake my head no.
Okay.
Sandy gives like a physical shrug of her shoulders.
I have no idea what to do. Honestly. It let him stick his hand in a little bit, right, before it sucked it in?
Yep.
Let me know if you can see this! And she'll stick her hand in like a little bit, but definitely not a whole arm's length, no thanks.
Okay.
And she, in there she goes... She's... thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs up.
Like, thumbs up, thumbs down, where we at?
Robert, through that kind of like slight shimmer within the background behind you, all of a sudden you see a little hand that just sticks through, and thumbs up, and thumbs down, and thumbs up.
Robert just match thumbs up. I'm here.
Can he reach it, or is it just in the sky?
Can he what? Or it's just in the sky?
Can he reach it? Like my hand?
It's like eye-ish level with him.
But in front of him.
Yeah.
But you...
He's about 20-ish feet away from it because he stepped away from it in order to go get the worm.
Okay, then I'll stop doing the thumbs up, thumbs down and just hold my hand out.
Okay.
to Mr. Boblin. Guys, he's not grabbing.
Yeah,
And it's a weird...
that is probably he needs to wait 6 seconds before he can grab. No, I'm just kidding.
Just sitting there with the
6 more
stopwatch. It's weird though, because like as you guys see Pebble's hand reach into the painting, like it looks like Robert's a small figure in the painting. And like he does a thumbs up, thumbs down, but like you don't see Pebble's hand go into the paint, like on the other side of the painting, from where you guys are standing. Anything else that you would like to do?
I guess I'll just keep my hand out. That's all
Okay.
I'm gonna do. I don't know what else.
Yeah.
Other than burn it, but Boblin went in there, so...
We're gonna give Sandy a run, and then after this round, we'll drop out of initiative order depending on what happens. And...
Well, you see, that's funny because Sandy's going to do the only thing she's trained to do. That is look after people, and considering one person said they can't hear, Sandy is going to go up to Pebbles and start inspecting her ear to see if she can see there's anything medically wrong with her.
Okay. Please make a medicine check.
18.
18. Just with the way that Pebble is speaking, and there's just like the tiniest like little bit of blood in one of the ears. Pretty sure that she is deafened in this moment.
She's what?
Ooh, I almost fell for it. Don't you dare.
Have you noticed how many times I've done it so far?
Yes, and
Good,
how
good,
many
good.
times
Just
I
wanted to make
probably fell
sure.
for it.
Phew. I just want to
In
make
that
sure.
case, despite her not needing it, Sandy's gonna do a healing word towards
Yay.
towards Pebble. It's like, don't worry, you got this. I know you can't hear me, but you're doing great.
Miraculously, as a healing word, it is the first thing that you hear, Pebble, as the deafness wears off, as you hear Sandy's healing word to you.
Oh, thanks. That's so nice.
Oh, I try and keep my patients alive as long as I can.
I appreciate that. I couldn't really. Was I talking loud? I don't know if I was. I felt like I was.
You're still a bit loud, but that's okay.
Oh,
You know, I feel like we're forgetting something. Nah. Oh, who's in that painting?
Oh, right, Boblin! Please! She's like, she's starting to do like,
Like, come on, please. The hands are before you, Robert, and probably at this point your rage would have ended unless you had found something to hit something or
As my turn would roll around, you just see the little giant Robert jump towards something oddly, and I would drop my rage at that point as I'm flying through the air towards her hand, and so little Bob hits her hand.
Okay, sweet.
I pull him.
Awesome. As you pull him through, there is that rip of paper sound again as Bob comes barreling out of the painting and just collapses on the floor. And the painting that you all see with that weird white spot of where the worm had eaten and entered stands still before you.
As Bob comes flying out, you hear him kind of like Pebbles in a much louder voice than needed. Robert, you're so freaking stupid! Why would you jump in a painting? I'm not even that dumb. I hate him sometimes.
I think his ears may also be.
What?
Oh, let me take a look. Let me take a look.
Yeah.
Sandy would go and inspect
it's-
Robert's ears as well.
And
Oh,
it's
sorry,
probably
Boblin's
about
ears.
this time that your deafness fades for you as well, Bob.
So you hear Bob, wow! Oh, I'm loud.
Okay,
Well-
it looks like there's a little bit of damage, but nothing that's not repairable. Oh, okay, you should be good with just a bit of rest.
You all got to meet Robert.
That was crazy.
Idiot.
You have split personalities too? Oh, you are a medical marvel. I
I
can't
told
wait
you
to get
there's a
into you.
guy in my head that talks. His name is Robert. He thinks he's better than me. He
Sandy
thinks
digs
Mom liked
into
him
her-
more because he's closer to Mom's size.
Sally digs into her handbag, brings out like a notepad, is like writing this down. Tell me more.
So,
Mom liked me better. She made me a suit, not him. It just grows.
Mhm.
It's not his suit, it's mine.
Do you feel inferior to him at all?
Nope, I am much better than Robert.
Okay. So that's a no on the inferiority complex.
so,
He's useful, but he's stupid.
Pop, what? I mean, still could burn the painting on the table just to seal the deal. I'm not sure about how that thing works. Bob, was there like little things
Yep,
that I saw?
gross.
They like exploded at like a little piñata.
they're disgusting.
Okay.
Hence the reason Bob got out of there.
Do we think that was more of them to like kind of a sort of like Hydra situation, or
What's a Hydra?
one of those things you slice the head and it grows more?
Something you can continually fight? This sounds great!
Well, to some. What do you, Pops? What do you think?
That is probably for safety reasons. We probably should burn it. Possibly get rid of any entryway back into this place. It does. I do feel bad for burning another, just at least destroying another painting. But I think this is for safety reasons. We should probably do that.
That's what I was thinking.
Just a question. Do we want to burn it inside?
Well, we can take
It's
it
probably not a
outside.
good idea. We should probably take him outside to burn them.
Before I leave real quick, I will go around and anything that was like damaged or anything, I'm gonna cast mending. So
Okay.
just pretty much go around and try to fix anything in the.
Yeah, the easels are fixed.
All the stuff Robert knocked over as
Yeah.
he swung the
Yeah,
giant
yeah,
wave.
I just try
There's
to
some
put
in the
everything back.
ceiling you have to like crawl up to get to, like some gashes in the ceiling.
Yeah. The bigger problem is just the sheer amount of paint all over the floor at this point.
I mean, this is a art house. I mean, it kind of goes with the scenery, I think.
I mean, the thing's not eating paint no more, right? Like, that's a good thing.
I do agree. I think you all did a very good job.
I mean,
Oh my
I
God, that's the first time
tried.
someone said that to me in too long.
I tried, but the stupid. He wouldn't. She knocks her lantern again and just starts mumbling about how much she hates. You know, her and her guy.
You hear a, hey, do better.
I tried.
Just love a patron that's just screaming, "Get good."
Hey, good grub.
Yeah, good scrub.
Oh man. Yeah. So I'll go around try to fix anything, and I guess I know that we need to go to the institute, but that might be a tomorrow thing.
It is later in the day. You guys walked over there when the sun was kind of pretty much setting. So
So I think this is good for now. I think we take this out. We could also take this back to the oddity to get this looked at. Maybe someone there might have an idea of what to do with this. But if not, we could also burn it while we are there.
Do we know anything about these bookworms? Like, do they come in groups, or are they normally loners?
go ahead and do either probably a history check for that.
I'm so good at those.
Unless you want to do animal handling. No.
Hey, you know what? That didn't turn out too bad.
Hey,
I want
Nice.
to
very impressive.
You have a better intelligence score than I do.
Wisdom and charisma is my dump stats.
Yeah.
Sorry, just curious.
Hang on, let me give it a try.
fact that
Eh.
the biggest problem with bookworms, and especially like with the discussions that you guys had based off of the discussions that you guys had last week, the biggest problem with bookworms is once you get them, they are known to like just like aphids just infest a library or infest a place. There's very, very rapid growth to them. They don't necessarily start out as a group, but they form into one. And so usually if you can get them under control when the numbers are small, you have a little bit of leeway with that. But once a group of bookworms is done with what they are doing, they all as a group disappear together.
But it's only been like one painting a night, though, right?
For right now, yes. It's been
Okay.
like at least a painting a day.
Yeah, let's.
And for a smaller bookworm, that makes sense.
I'd say let's go find a place to hole up and then we can burn it. Like, I think all the places at least have a fireplace. So, like, I don't have anything to start fire on me, so.
It is okay. I can set the fire, but I can get you all rooms at our headquarters.
Oh, a room. That's so nice.
Wait, I get to stay
Like a
somewhere that's
map.
not the church? That's new.
I mean, I don't really need one, but like, thanks.
You sleep at the church? Like in the
Uh-huh.
pews?
Well, no, they have rooms. Not very good rooms, but they have them.
Huh. Don't know that I've ever been to a church.
I have
Have you
stepped in
seen
the pews
Bob
before,
just-
though. I have done that.
All right, let's go to headquarters.
As you all head to the auditor, to the auditor's station. Move you all over yonder. You are, as you approach this building, the first thing that stands out to you is there's this big eye above the doorway. Looks to be carved out of wood, stained to like amplify the pupil and everything. And as you all get closer, this wooden eye just like looks down.
You see Bob just leaning back and forth to see if it's following him.
Spooky.
Bob, to you, the eye does. And to everyone else, the eye appears to be looking directly at each one of you.
Pops, I don't think I like this.
It is fine. It is fine. I will step up to the door.
Oh, eyes. So many of them.
The eye blinks once, and then you hear just the door creak open as these two beautiful wooden doors open to you all.
I'll just hold the door open for everyone.
I'm all good. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
And then I say, "You fools," and then I close it.
I know
Bob-
the trap. I knew it.
I welcome them into the headquarters.
There we go. Can you guys see things?
I see
That
things.
one, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Man.
Hallelujah. Roll 20. Thank you. I restarted
snake.
some things really quick. I was like, we got this. So yeah, you all would have entered from down here. Into this beautiful room. This beautiful room that is coated like head to toe in bookshelves and trinkets, and it looks like wow, what is the word I'm thinking of right now?
A library.
Like no, like like when you go into like an oddities store, like, and they have like the glass casings of things like that. It just felt a little on the nose to say oddities, but here we are. It is what you guys are all about. And just like the sheer amount that is in here, it looks like there's journals, it looks like there's encyclopedias, it looks like there's spell books, like all sorts of stuff in this room. And to the side, you all see a very large kind of armoire sort of thing. It looks like what potentially could be a rollout desk if you were to like open it up completely. But in front of you is this very large fireplace with this massive sculpted serpent on top of the fireplace. And as you all enter, in your minds you hear, "Welcome."
That's not usually who
That's
talks
not
to me.
Robert's voice.
Oh no, I'm hearing voices in my head. Boblin, you're infecting me.
I didn't infect nothing. I got this my voice too, and it's not Robert's voice.
Yeah, it's not my guy either. That's nice, though, I guess. Do I have another one? Do I have to deal with another one?
Nope. Everybody, you are fine. You are fine. This is all normal. This is just a greeting.
Your definition of normal is not my definition of normal.
To be fair, don't you have a voice in your head 24/7? Isn't this normal for you?
It's not Robert, though.
True.
I mean, this is one of our bases for the auditors. I mean, it is also obviously going to be a little odd.
We take the title to heart quite dearly.
Hi, who are you? In my head. This is like my
Okay.
brain space, and like it's just a little weird to have like someone new. But like I appreciate the work and stuff. I just like want to know who's talking to me in my own head. You know. I feel like it's normal to want that.
Can you read my mind?
Yes.
That's
Within-
not good. You probably don't want to stay long.
And you hear a, "Oh, hello, Robert." Within
Don't
your
talk to
mind.
him. He's stupid. He jumped on a painting.
That explains the mess that I see that you are all in, and to which all of you hear this. And you also hear the voice go, "As much as I love to see my auditors at work, it would be most discourteous to track your adventure through my home." And there's a like sound of a whoosh and a gust of air as, "Sandy, your bag is clean. Bob, your paint is gone off of you. The paint that would have been on any of y'all's feet, like, is no longer on your shoes, as a massive spell of prestidigitation just like cleans you all up."
Huh.
You see Bob looking at himself and then, "Oh, that's nice. I need that more often."
That's
Thank you very much.
That's very cool. I'm still working on the name. But like take your time, but like still I would love to like move that to priority number 1 if that's okay. Thank
Oh,
you.
wait, did you have to clean up, Bob? I wanted to see what the worm juice is all about. I wanted to try and see if I could figure out what that was made out of, you know?
I'll throw you in the painting next time.
Oh, would you?
Happily.
Oh, please do.
Pops, you hear specifically within your head, "I think they'll do good."
They very much fit the bill of what we are looking for.
Good to know. And the voice fills all of your minds as you continue to just kind of bask in the presence of this room, and you hear, please, the night is growing late. I'm guessing that you all need shelter for the evening. Happy to provide that as part of the work. If you would be so kind." And the massive armoire to the side opens up, and you guys hear what sounds like a big click, as within the armoire it looks like there is a system of like pulleys, and there's just a small open wooden box before you within the armoire.
Haha. Still working on the name. At any time actually would be great. Or like anything that we could address you as, or like that would be. I would just really like to know who's in my head because I already have someone there, and I do not. Yeah.
And you hear a little bit of a chuckle, and you go, and the voice goes, I apologize to you, Pebble, and Sani, and Boblin. I guess introductions should be made as as you all have answered the summons that we gave. It's the least that I could do for you. You may call me Care.
All right, Care Bear,
Like Care
thanks.
for me, or like Karen without the N?
Like Care, and then like you almost feel the voice struggle a little bit to try to figure out how to answer that question.
It's just Care.
For players, it is K-E-R.
Oh, so it's neither one of what Bob said.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
And
Thanks, Care Bear. It's nice to meet you, I guess. She'll go over to the armoire thing and look at it.
Well,
okay.
That's all she needed. That's her name.
Yeah.
Bob's gonna like slowly inch his way over behind Santa, and then just pick her up and take her to the box. Like,
Oh,
Bob's much stronger than you'd think he would be as he carries you. You wanted to go in the weird places. As he starts carrying you.
oh, okay. Sani feels like you have her best interests in mind, so she will not fight it.
As you all run towards the box, Pop's Care comes to your mind and goes, yes, I think that they'll do just fine. I apologize and thank you.
And then I stuff Sadie in the box.
I was going real quick. I was gonna say I will respond with we do have one little bit of a issue right now. We have an area 0 for bookworm spawn as I hold up the painting.
Care goes silent for a minute and goes, please bring it closer. And the fireplace lights up, and a really small, beautiful, kind of bluish green flame is within the fire.
I will walk over to it and pull the painting out and go to toss it into the fire.
Okay.
But right before I toss it, I kind of look like, is this what you want?
Bob sees the light glow up and just still holding Sandy starts to lean out of the armoire with her. So we can both see what's happening.
And to
Sani's just letting this happen.
yeah, to your mind's eye, or to your mind, you all hear, you all hear, this is agreed upon.
To burn it?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I mean, if getting rid of the source before it spreads is the correct answer, then yeah, seems about right to me.
I'm just not positive if we got this, or I think, yeah. Wait, just kidding. That's so silly of me to think for once.
You're so silly. You should think more.
No.
To Pops, you hear, let it be done.
And then I just toss it into the fire.
Okay.
And then back away very quickly.
Yeah. As you
I cover
throw
my
it into
ears.
the fire, that blue and green flame shifts rapidly to a incinerating red and orange as the flame within this massive fireplace just like engulfs, and much like the serpent that is above the fireplace, you just see these tendrils just wrapping around and like engulfing this canvas, and then within a matter of seconds it's poof.
Yeah, as soon as he tosses it in, he turns around real quickly and pulls the glasses down, and he hears the CSI Miami, yeah.
To all of your minds, you hear this sound
Whoa.
as you see the glasses turned down.
It's like you went in slow motion. That was like cool. Like a fun little effect that you just did.
Yeah, this building has a lot of strange things like that, but they are very fun.
I love it.
So where are the rooms?
Oh, back to shoving you in the box. What happens is we shove her in the box.
You know, being as you're doing this, she isn't even doesn't seem that bothered. You know, growing up in the church, it was kind of boring. I like odd stuff like this.
I'm just being helpful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily need like a huge room. Like I'm pretty much taken care of. But like,
I mean, I don't think you could also fit in the box.
It is from here.
I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like, if I were to like have a room, I like just you don't need to worry about me. I'm like good wherever, because I can like, and she just starts rambling about it. Like she's got way too much information about a room specifically.
This small box within this armoire, like you see that Bob goes in with Sani, and Pebble also is able to stand within this box. On the outside, it looks like you shouldn't be able to fit. But as you step into this box, you have like ample elbow room in this.
That's our room. That makes more sense. I was actually like, where are all the rooms, but then she just like, for some reason is really just stuck on the rooms thing, and she'll like step in and do it.
Bob sits sitting down. See, I got you in the box.
Yep.
You did. Good job, Bob.
Pops, are you joining in the box in the armoire?
Should I close it or not?
Close the box.
You're welcome to.
Wrong lever, Kronk.
This is the easiest I've ever captured a bunch of people. Didn't even have to put them. They just got in the box.
You probably could have gotten them in there faster if you had said it was a mimic.
Yeah.
It's a mimic? Whee!
Bob would have walked in and raged inside the mimic.
My wisdom and intelligence are my lowest stats. Like I do not care.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay, Sani has a lot of wisdom. However, she's very naive and trusting. So
Okay, yeah, Pops will jump in.
oh, thank God.
Okay, sweet. As Pops joins into the elevator, you hear the doors close in front of you, and Care answers into your mind again and says, "If you had any need for me this evening, or anything from this manor at all, simply ask. Have a good night." And you hear this click and this whir of gears and pulleys, and you guys don't move, but it sounds like things are moving around you, and eventually there's a little ting, and a door opens, and there is a room with a perfect little bed that is probably great for about someone between 3 to 4 feet, and then next to it is a ginormous bed, like that covers easily the entire side of the wall.
Are we
Sani's
supposed to
immediately
share
going to jump on
that?
the big bed. Oh, sorry.
You're good. Are we supposed to share that?
Bob says, "I'm down," and piles on behind Sani.
I
Just,
got-
yeah, starfish style.
Yeah, I'm good, but like, that's fun. It's a fun little idea for, us. And she sets her lantern down and goes, if you need me, like, I'll be
the
over
doors.
here.
You hear within all of your minds. Oh, did you not want your own rooms?
Oh, there is our own rooms? That's an option. I mean, I'm
I can
good,
get my own
but
room.
like,
I have
mean,
to share in the church.
I was going to say something, but then you all kind of seemed like you were all just going to do it, and then I didn't want to like be rude.
Bob used to just sleep wherever, so Bob didn't care. It was a soft bed.
I mean,
I
it
just
is
share
a very
bunch
nice.
of beds with some orphans in a church.
It is up to you. If you all want the room, that is fine.
I mean,
So,
I'll
so whose
take
room
another
was
room.
this?
Is this Bob's? Is this Bob to account for if Robert needs to sleep too?
That I think so. That
All
does make
right.
sense.
Look, Bob, it's yours.
Oh, okay. Could I have a room?
Robert can sleep in the little bed, and you see Bob just flop into the big bed.
So where's Sanny's?
Yeah, where's my room?
It's just a church pew.
No, Sally would actually be excited about that.
It's just a small room with a stained glass window with a church pew.
It's just
A
like,
wooden
oh.
one.
Yeah, it's like the old school ones where they like tried to like put the fabric and foam on top of it, and it's just like hammered in. The elevator goes ding, 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 and just like keeps dinging while waiting for people to return to it.
I guess Sally will return to the elevator.
Yeah. Whoa.
Pop's never
just
left
goes,
the
"I'll see
elevator.
you in
He's
the
just
morning."
The
Wrong
second that Pebble enters into the elevator after Sanny, the doors close in front of you, and Bob, the wall that was where the elevator was, as the doors close, it just looks like a wall. It looks like were no doors, nothing there.
Bob goes,
Oh, wait,
that's cool.
I can do this.
So just, if I say turkey, does turkey show up?
Tam goes to Tam.
And then you hear a little tap. And as you look over where the big bed is, there's this little
Our cameras.
flap that opens.
Sorry, our cameras like completely stopped working there for a second. So just keep going. I'm just gonna manually move everyone at this point
That's
because
fine.
Okay.
trying to reassign it did not work. Oh wait, hide on stream. Everyone's just gonna hide. You can keep going if you want.
As you see this little like flap open within the wall, you hear what sounds like a teeny tiny little cart just eat, and you see a turtle crawling through the wall and starts walking towards you with a little harness on its shell and a little cart with a plate full of turkey, and just starts walking slowly towards you, Bob.
Oh, this
And,
makes
like,
up for the goofy eye outside. He grabs
like-
the plate of turkey.
And the tortoise looks up at you and just stares
Oh, I
for a
got you.
second.
Hang on. Start reaching in his pocket and pulls out a copper and sits it on the turtle shell.
it slowly just starts to make its way back to the hole in the wall. With the little cart just going for the rest of you, again, the room doesn't feel like it moves, but then the doors open, and this room is much smaller than the previous room, and there is a little pedestal, and on that pedestal it looks like there is what looks like a area where you could place something, but it looks like there is little arms that could engage as well. Once you place whatever on top of that pedestal, it looks like it could like close around that object.
Oh, I think it's some for you, Pebbles.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's nice. Sometimes I get like knocked around and stuff, and it's like, geez, is it that hard to just like stay upright? And then she goes and sets her lantern in the holding place.
Okay. The little metallic arms kind of like engage and click and just hold onto the lantern. And as you look around, the room itself is not very large. It's like maybe the size of a glorified like broom closet kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you notice that like all of the walls are painted with similar stained glass filigree on the walls as your lantern has.
Oh, beautiful. That's yeah. All right. I guess we can go on. She'll take her lantern and be like, that's actually so cool. Thank you, Care. Thank you, Care. Like, shout out to you. The details here are exquisite.
The doors close in front of Sani and Pops. And again, you can hear things moving around you, and Pebble, as the door closes, the wall that finishes the stained glass lantern effect around you just is solid before you.
Perfect. And she'll head into her lantern.
Yeah. And we will circle back to that in just a second.
Yeah, you're good.
The next room opens, and it is a well set up room. It has a 4-poster bed, has a lovely set of bed sheets. Like it is like a classically well done room within this space. And it looks like there's like magical sconces on the walls. Basically, this kind of looks like what a 5-star hotel would look like within a room, but it's just the bed here, and you and Sani, you hear in your head, I hope that this fits your taste. I suggest turning off the lights when you go to sleep.
Oh, okay. Sani actually seems a little bit shocked by this. I don't think I deserve something so nice.
If you do not mind me saying this, Sani, you have spent your life taking care of anyone and everyone you meet. In this opportunity, let us return the favor and take care of you.
Hey, it's very kind of you. I'll try. Good night, Pops.
Good night. I hope you get a very well-deserved rest.
Oh, make sure you drink properly. Make sure you get hydrated before you go to sleep. Make sure you how much sleep did your car need again? She starts like thinking about it in her mind, not noticing you're probably already leaving for the elevator.
like the doors are already closed. And
Yeah, I'm just waving like
Yeah.
as the doors are closing.
Sally's not even paying attention. She's like counting on her fingers. Like it says, what? At least 3 hours.
Yeah. And Sandy, within the room, you start to hear like this sound of almost like white noise that starts to kind of like cancel out just the constant just train of thought that you have, and just starts to kind of calm that down. And as you kind of settle into the space, the lights start to dim as you get ready for bed, and eventually the magical sconces turn off completely, and the room is
1 second.
Yeah.
Sorry, my dog needs to go out, and I just
No, you're good.
Get that one, dog.
Welcome back.
As the room fades into what you would assume to be absolute pitch black, because there's not really much light in here aside from those sconces, your ceiling just like erupts into a masterpiece of stars, and you can start to see that there's like a couple of little shooting stars that go, and they seem to be forming constellations, and then the constellation will vanish, and then another shooting star will make another constellation, and that vanishes, and that just lies in front of you as your night fades to sleep. For Pops.
Yeah, Pops is like sitting in the elevator. He puts his hands in his pocket. He just starts thinking to himself and just goes, "Well, Care, that is one of my favorite parts of any time we add new members. It is always impressive what you do."
It's the least that I can do. Speaking of which, any updates, renovations that you would like to yours?
No, I think everything will be fine. I don't think I need anything additional. But I am ready for a good night's rest, so the usual.
Can do. And the doors open before you, and the familiar scent of your own mini study and library fills your senses as you step into a room that looks like it is lived in compared to everyone else's rooms that feels very kind of fresh coat of paint. And here, this, like, the bed has a little bit of a dent in it. The books are still laying out from when you worked with them before, and the small little fireplace is still just kind of crackling. It's not necessarily filling the room with heat, but it is just kind of there for sound effects and such. And as it starts to die out, the familiar bioluminescence that you have spent several years seeing as you slept before, those sconces kind of light up as the fire dies down for the evening.
So Pops goes in and he goes, like he's about to lay down like he normally does, and then literally does exactly what he does every night before he goes to bed, and literally does a 180 and sits down at his desk, and pulls out his little book and turns on his little wax like candle by on his desk and just starts like writing all the notes down, like everything from today, like bookworms, like talking about everybody that we still need to visit, like, and way too much until he literally falls asleep at his desk.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
Okay. You awake the next morning in your bed.
Yep, that tracks.
Yep. As it has done so many times before. Backtracking to Pebble. Pebble.
Yeah.
You stand before your lamp.
She's like looking around at the design. She's like, wow, they even like she's comparing the design on the wall and stuff. And then she goes, all right, you. And not jumps into her lantern, but sort of phases through the I imagine that it's kind of an oil lantern, and so it's got that little oil intake that she'll go through.
Okay, sweet. As that feeling of like stepping hits, and where it would feel like you're stepping down, all of a sudden your foot hits purchase, and the room before you just erupts into a massive, beautiful chamber. There's a huge lounge area in the center. Over to the side, it looks like there's like a kind of like wet bar kind of setup. It looks like there's another beautiful 4-poster bed that like just seems to carry to the sky with a canopy across it, and
so many bean bags.
all of the bean bags.
just bean bags all over for everyone. I'm the only person who's ever been in here, but it's like if I needed 20 bean bags for 20 people, any given moment, I've got it.
Yeah, for surezies. And lounging on one of those bean bags, you see this figure who's actually like just holding a very small bean bag and is just like chucking it up in the air and like catching it, like hacky sacking it kind of thing. And he looks over at you, and you see just like the ultimate Chad, I guess is the best way to describe what he looks like. Like tan skin, a little bit like just he definitely probably skipped out on leg day at some point, but it's fine because there's just like a little bit of a trail that like leads, like that would lead to a lamp, so he never has to worry about leg day if he ever got out of here. And he just looks over and goes, "Ah, there she is."
Yeah. What's your deal? She goes over to the wet bar area, is like getting herself a little concoction.
He goes, "So did you make any friends?"
I mean, I guess it's like they're kind of like coworkers, I think. I'm not really positive. I don't know why. He said he summoned me for magic, but yeah, I've got you and whatever, but it's like there's other people. I've got my own stuff I need to do.
I am hurt. I am wounded.
Oh, you've got it. You've only given me 2. You only give me 2 chances every time I have to go to sleep between.
Hey. Those freebies are pretty incredible. you can do a lot with them. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I can't give you more until you show me what your potential is, right? Like, how are you supposed to go and find someone just as awesome as me,
Ugh,
if not
I
more cool than you?
I don't want to find someone like you. You're like you. I don't.
You know what? That's kind of fair. I'll take that. But you know what? You deserve better then. And you should know that, and you should be better.
Ugh, I'm trying.
And I can't give you better. And like just like these like spirited away sized tears like start to just like build up in his eyes and like start to like fall to the side. And he goes, I just want you to be safe and taken care of.
Yes, I know. I appreciate it so much. Ugh, I don't know. It's hard. It's like, I don't know. They're new. I really enjoy them. They're very fun. Sandy's cute. Bob was a bit of a freak, but like in his own way. Aren't we all? Pops is nice. Again, not positive why I'm the magic one, but like we're working on it. I'll find my potential and stuff. It's just I miss them.
You gotta talk nicer to yourself. Okay? Self-confidence comes from in here, not out there. I am your self-confidence in here.
Yeah, I know. I'm great and whatever.
Say it again.
I'm great or whatever.
Don't say the whatever. That is a 2-word sentence.
I'm great, I guess.
Great.
You want
He goes,
something to drink?
Progress. Yeah, sure, why not?
She makes something.
And he actually like stands up and goes to like help you like make stuff and just starts asking you all like just like how any overly protective like sibling would engage about like, so what'd you do today? Did like, and just like starts to like break down the day with you.
You wouldn't believe it. They spit my drink.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
And you see like just a magical little like blip of something fly out of the drink that he is about to hand you, and he goes, just kidding, I didn't put anything in there at all, and just like hands it to you.
Haha, funny. Watch yourself. I forgot.
Anything else that you would like to do?
I think she'll just sit and talk with him and maybe try like some like talking through some magic-y thing, seeing what he knows about the worms and stuff, but like we can, if he does know anything, I can talk to you later about it. But I think she also wants to bring up like the whole crusade for... No, I'll save that. That'll be a different time to talk to him.
Like, you mentioned bookworms to him, and he goes, oh, those things are so... They're just nasty. Like, just don't touch it. It's just not good stuff.
I wasn't trying to touch it. I was trying to compulsion it.
Right. From a distance.
From a distance.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's real weird though. I mean, I know I'm not from where you are, and they're not usually from where you are. So they got there somehow.
Maybe like a different painting?
Maybe. Or someone put them there.
That's tea. That's so tea.
And he goes,
could you imagine going into an art store and being like, I'm gonna steal all your art now with this little bug?
I mean, that makes a pretty good art thief. No one thinks about the bug. Everyone's looking at someone with fingers, right?
Ugh, so true. Thing had a gnarly mouth. It was gross.
Again, don't touch.
I wasn't going to. I know I am art myself, you know. I don't know how it didn't get its little
Good,
gross
good. Keep that
mouth
up.
on me. Yeah, I know.
And the evening just continues with Riz just absolutely giving you all the compliments, all the self-esteem that you could possibly ask for.
Thanks, Riz.
Of course. And does like a little bit wink and a finger guns at you
That was
before you go to bed.
Yep.
The morning comes to you all, and you all wake in your respective rooms, and the doors to the elevator seem to be open.
Bob takes a turkey leg off the platter he left and walks to the
Okay. As
elevator.
as you go to enter into the elevator, you hear just like a as like a turtle comes to clean up the mess.
And Pops will wake up early and get in the elevator to kind of just greet people in the morning.
Yeah.
Sandy would also be pretty early. She, hospital shifts need you to get up pretty goddamn early sometimes.
With and same order as before. The order actually goes in the inverse, so it's gonna pick up Pops and then Sandy and then Pebble and then Bob.
Don't imagine Pebble as a morning person.
No. Speaking of which, Pops and Sandy, you guys get to Pebble's room, and Pebble is not there. There's just her lantern sitting on top of the pedestal.
Pops, did Pebble already go up?
What kind of check would it be to know if...
Say Arcana, probably. Arcana or History. I'll give it to you for...
Yeah, all right, Pops.
A 19.
Of course. Ask the wizard. With the way that not only Pebble has been speaking just about the lantern, but like there is no bed in this room. Like the only justifiable reason why Hare would make a room without a bed is if someone provided that bed for themselves.
Okay, so I'll reach in my pocket and pull out a just like a coin, and I'm literally just going to slowly tap the glass.
What are you doing?
You Pebble, you just hear a tong tong.
Oh my god.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Jeez.
We did not.
You literally, you see the eye of, as I'm like staring into the glass, going, "It is time to wake up."
Riz, do you need
it's hideous. Put it away.
Oh, shut up. And she she gets up and goes, Riz, do you need anything?
Just sleep. And like just slumps back into the beanbag that he fell asleep in the night before.
You greedy bastard. And then
he goes, "You love me." And
yeah. And she goes, "I'll see you later, I guess." She's like huffing and puffing as she steps out.
The two of you see, as after you like say it's time to wake up, there is just a plume of really thin, beautifully colored smoke as the smoke comes out of the lantern, kind of whips around, and Pebble stands before you.
She's stretching and be like, "Coin's a little harsh."
Yeah, I figured so, but I also found it very funny as I applaud her entrance.
Oh, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You can't be serious. Pebbles, how do you look this good this early in the morning? That is so
Oh,
unfair.
stop! You look good, girly. I love you. That's so nice.
Thank you.
Oh, man. How did you guys sleep? She grabs her lantern out of the thing as she's walking into the elevator.
And as it unclasps.
Mm-hmm. No, it's stuck. It's stuck there forever.
Haha!
Trapped.
Another oddity collected. Oh, I would be very surprised if you had a bad night's sleep here. But then again, I mean, from the looks of it, you slept in that, so I have a feeling you can sleep in that whenever you want to, so it's probably set up to exactly how you want it to be.
Well, yeah, except for I got that stupid guy.
Wait, there's just a guy in there?
Well, kinda. He's like the one that's also in my head, but like,
Oh.
he's quite the party animal, as it were. And like, sometimes he just stays up forever. And it's like, Jesus, I want to go to bed. I would love to like sleep. I had a hard day. But then he's like, no, you gotta love yourself. And I'm like, I get it, but like, and she starts on another rant of,
Well, I mean, he does have a point. You should love yourself.
I do love myself. It's whatever. Too early in the morning. I slept fine eventually, though.
I mean,
Honestly, it was strange sleeping without hearing someone next to me. Usually there's at least 1 or 2 church kids making a ruckus at any time in the evening.
I mean, if you do need that, I mean, you could request that, and they could probably put that sound in there for you.
Oh,
I
the
mean,
sound.
it was odd, but I also did enjoy the sleep, so maybe not.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, your person that is in your lantern in your head, what is their name?
Ugh, Riz.
Riz.
Yeah.
And very interesting. Does that name sound familiar to me at all?
I'll do history or arcana.
Nat 1, let's go.
I mean, Nat 2, so.
I
There's-
would like to also try to... Sorry, give me a second, it's loading. So history or arcana? I think it makes more sense for something to know about history.
Ooh.
19.
For Pops, there's lots of potential Jinn out there, and Riz seems like a really short name for a genie. But the name itself doesn't immediately pique your interest. However, like, just knowing that, like, that clearly that's the setup here, that may or may not be his actual name, just knowing how genie work based off of that. Sani, as far as like the name of Riz standing out, there are a couple of, I mean, when you as a cleric make your pact with your god, like, that's a very, like, hey, you get to know your deity kind of thing. So like that idea of having that pact or that bond with your god is very apparent. There are other beings out there that are willing to do that, just not through a like holy sense. And you would know that genie are or Jinn are a group that tend to do that very well, just because they oftentimes depend on other people to kind of perpetuate their needs, even though it feels very, hey, I'll grant you this wish, or that sort of thing, or like, hey, I'm doing this for you. There tends to be a little bit more of that selfish nature in there somewhere. But the name Riz has come across probably at least once and he genuinely seems like a good guy. He does not, unlike a lot of the other like trickery djinn out there, like the name of Riz is usually given to a djinn who knows their stuff and does not use their powers strictly to like pull the wool over somebody's eyes. It's almost like a title of like, it's like a seal of approval amongst genie almost.
Okay. With that, I believe Sally would kind of pipe up a little bit of just, if he's called Riz, he's probably a pretty good fellow. Ginny didn't really get that name for nothing.
Yeah.
So you're in good hands.
Yeah, he's cool and whatever, but like, don't tell him I said that. I get a big head.
Your secret is safe with me.
Thank you.
I can't say about Pops though.
Yes, that is
especially
true. I am
you.
known. I am very known for having a very loud mouth.
And let's
You
go get
all are-
Boblin.
Yeah, you're all able to go collect Boblin as well.
As
Just
Bob
here's-
goes in,
drag
"This
him."
place is great. I love this place carrying a huge turkey leg in.
You all, like, the elevator continues to click and the room opens before you, and you are in a singular massive dining room, and it seems like there may or may not have, it looks like there may have been people here recently, as you see just like a couple of tortoises are like in the process of like pushing plates like down the table, and like one of them has a very large cart at the end of it that is just like has like a little bin with a little slide on it as they're starting to like push the plates and the cups like into the bin. And then a very large tortoise comes through, like a Galapagos style tortoise comes through and starts to push like the big cart towards a door, as all the other little tortoises like start to follow as well.
Those little guys are fantastic. All you have to do is yell out something and they bring it to you. The voice in your head wasn't kidding.
That's so cute.
As I'm waving the turkey leg around.
Look at them. They're like little workers, like cute little guys. That's so sweet. I bet
Oh,
they
that's
wouldn't spit
adorable.
in my drink.
They do want a tip though, so make sure you got
Oh.
some change on you.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
I love how that just like immediately puts Pebble off to liking the tortoise. Oh, I have to pay him, never mind.
I don't have much gold. I think I can
I
spare
know.
that.
That's more her issue, is like she would love to tip, but it's like, girl, we're all struggling out here. I'm so sorry.
Girl, I'm broke.
That's why
to, to be fair, they also for tips they just take fax as well. That is one way you could pay.
Wait, what?
Oh, I have way too many of those.
Well, don't use
So
them all
it-
at once.
I mean, yes, you might run out, but for now, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet for you.
Do not challenge an autistic person to do that. It's more likely they're going to run out of things to give Sani before I run out of facts.
Man, I could have told him about mom and got turkey instead of giving him money.
I didn't even know there were little turtles. It's a fun little thing. This place is weird. But like in a cool way.
That is our vibe.
I mean, they are called the Auditors. I guess we're called the Auditors too now.
I am pretty odd, I suppose.
Do we need to like sign a contract or something, or like you just?
We could discuss that later.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm used to being the odd one out. I was always weird growing up.
Well,
Same here.
this is going to be a very long day, so feel free to get you some breakfast. because unfortunately we will probably have to head to the Institute, and that's going to be a little bit of a hassle sometimes.
Do I still get to punch that one dude in the face? Because that would be fun.
That is probably going to be a possibility.
Okay. And she'll sit down and eat some breakfast and
Okay.
get
To
as
which they-
ready as she can to go to the Institute.
Oh, Bob's
The-
gonna eat again.
The
Pops,
tortoises bring out it similar to the carts that you saw, Bob. The rest of you see just like these little singular plates of food are brought to you as these tortoises just like as like even before you guys like decided to like, hey, sit down, while that whole conversation was happening, like the tortoises are already making their way like down the table with your guys' food. And it is delightful, it is delicious, it's great food.
Wow.
Are the turtles at breakfast stopping and waiting for their tips or their knowledge as well?
There is a moment where four of them just kind of look up and just kind of wait, and like there's box turtles and
Bob leans in and goes, "Mom's 27 feet tall."
and a slow blink and just eat as the tortoise turns away.
Hold up, I need to find a synonym.
A synonym.
So after I eat, I sit there and get my food, and I get the same thing every morning, and it's just a very extremely spicy mushroom curry.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just look at the turtle and just go, no number before 1,000 contains the letter A.
Huh.
It like does like a single eye blink, like old school Pixar animation, and just eat.
I think Pebble has a lot of like tarts and just sweets. And she goes, this one girl, her name was Gravel, she had a nose job. And she denies it, but I know that she did.
The tortoise just like the jaw
Jaw
drops
drops.
before it scuttles away.
I think Sani would have straight up just a plate of like very rare meats, and
Mhm.
almost sinking like almost canine-like teeth into it as she kind of shows up off the first
Yeah.
time. And he'll turn to the like little toe, like teeth still like dripping with like a little bit of like blood, and go, did you know that babies actually have more bones in their body than the average person, especially their knees?
And the slow blink and the turn.
And immediately goes back to tearing into the meat.
Yeah. As you're all eating your breakfast, you hear the voice of Care come to your mind in here. I take it you all slept well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks for asking. How did you sleep? I think you sleep. I'm actually not sure you're a voice in my head.
More to do than rest. So I make sure you are all safe. And that this place is safe. But thank
Do
you
you have
for
a body?
asking. Yes.
Pops, have you met the body? Her body?
I just kind of look at you and do the turtle blink at you.
I don't know
Pops,
if that
are you a
means like
turtle?
accepted in this building, because like all the turtles did it and walked away, so maybe it's like a yes. And she's like thoroughly analyzing that facial movement that you just did. She's like, I see, yeah, okay, I get what you're putting down.
Do you?
Sani's just looking at this, just like, I don't know what the answer is, but I'm curious.
I think Pops is a turtle.
No, he's a drug guy, I think. At least I'm pretty sure.
Did you see the blink? I think he's a turtle.
Close relative?
Pops, did you ask that to Care, or did you?
Which part?
Do you?
Oh no.
Okay.
that was
That was to me.
I just
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that I was
no.
catching the direction. So
No. That's up to the TM to decide if I've seen Care's body or not.
at this point, probably I'm gonna say no, not yet.
Then the answer is no. I have not seen Care's true form.
True form's a fun way to put it.
I mean, Care is kind of the whole building, so I mean, that's kind of how I've always seen Care.
A building and a body.
So
That's
we're
just like
inside her? Him? It? They? Them?
You?
Those? Z? Zer?
There's
Alpha?
there. I prefer Omega.
Oh my! Oh, I stopped!
Guess that one.
I didn't
Guess
mean to
that one.
stop the. Oh my! I'm sorry.
Alpha and Omega.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a joke from the DM through Care.
Care has a very good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Sorry, I ran out of pronouns. I couldn't think of any more at that moment.
Care responds and goes, "For your sake, you may address as he."
Oh.
So we're inside him?
You know, it's really not that bad. I've been inside plenty of people operating.
That just sounds odd. Don't know.
Why does that sound odd?
Because it's not what I think of.
No. Is
Bob,
that
you
not
dirty
what you
dog.
think
I didn't say that either.
of? Oh, that's what you meant. See, when you've seen people of all shapes and sizes, various diseases, that kind of stuff just, you know, you don't really think about that often. You kind of get desensitized.
Have you ever operated on a building?
You'd be surprised.
Is it operation or construction at that point?
Anyway, nice to meet you. He, him, Care.
I was Care. It's Care.
You may call me Care if that is easier for all of you. And there's like an audible chuckle to like Care's voice as he's just listening into this conversation.
Kara, I have a question.
Please.
Has anybody else asked odd things like this before?
Why do you think we have the name we do?
Just checking.
I seek out people like you. So if you didn't ask odd questions, I know that we have commissioned the wrong individuals.
I feel like mine were pretty straightforward.
Fair enough.
Anyways,
So if you had to name a species that's closest to your true form, what would it be?
A mimic, because it can take the form of a house.
There's like a slight chuckle, and you hear, No. You all have your secrets. I'm allowed to have one.
I feel like you've got a lot, but like
Okay,
that's
because
okay.
I'm probably going to try and figure it out anyway. I just wanted to ask to be nice.
Whatever you do, don't check behind the green curtains in the back.
Okay, I
Bob goes
definitely
straight for the
won't
green
do
curtains.
that.
Like,
The
there's
room gets
no question.
really
Hey,
cold.
I was at least
after.
going to wait a minute.
There's just a little man behind there, like, don't look behind the curtains.
just frantically pulling levers. It's actually just like a whole bunch. Dang it! No, it's a, like it's one of the Ninja Turtles just like frantically pulling everything. Just, I didn't know what to do in retirement. This was the best option.
How many?
Donatello.
Things got out of hand. I don't know how
I
I got
made a
here.
promise.
This promise is a bit more than a half shell.
So, some reason everything keeps coming up pizza.
That's Cowabunga, dude.
Yeah. You unscramble the letters of auditors, and they all break apart, and it just says Cowabunga.
Somewhere in this building there is a really big rat, and you just have to accept it.
Just gotta find it.
I would like
Painted Pixie. We're just gonna investigate this building for the rest of this time.
Yeah. I mean, it was bound to happen.
I know.
You put all the crazy stuff in here. People were like, I gotta go look around.
I gotta make it homey for you, or else why on earth would you want to stay here?
I would like to pack a tart for Riz. That is all.
Okay.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
That's all Riz gets.
Oh, a tart.
He's got enough in there. You guys, I mean, I guess I can show you at some point. He probably would love the company, but like, I don't know if you guys can talk to him. I know I can talk to him, but like,
Do y'all really say all of this out loud, like together?
yeah.
Bob has.
Yeah.
What in the name are y'all talking about? In where? Who's what happened?
Oh, right. You weren't there. So, you know, this thing, she like dangles her lantern. She's like, this is my room. And like, this is where I stay. And like, my Riz is like the guy who's the voice in my head. And he's also is in there. And so like, that they kind of like were trying to wake me up because I'm not an early riser. Do not wake me up before I, but they did anyways, but that's okay. No coins next time though, right, honey? And she winks and she's like, all right. And so, yeah, they, you got it, Bob.
You keep a guy in there?
I mean, he likes it in there. I don't keep him on my own will, but like.
Literally, that's all Bob got out of that whole thing.
You have someone caught as a prisoner?
Does he need help out?
No.
Okay. I guess you do you, boo.
Thanks, Bob. She winks. Let's get to this institute.
So as Pebble takes the one tart, y'all see Bob stuffing food in every pocket of his suit.
Yeah.
Like just biscuits and tarts.
The oil stains.
That is literally a bowl of oatmeal. Do not put that in your pocket.
Please.
It's okay, I got it lined. It's all good.
And you see him stuff a spoon in the same pocket with the oatmeal.
Oh, God.
There's just an uncomfortable level of sloshing as
That's what I'm thinking.
Bob runs out.
When he runs, it's just squish, squish, squish.
But as he's walking, y'all see Bob still constantly taking spoonfuls of oatmeal. Like, it's not just gonna sit there. Bob's eating it the whole way.
Oh, I love it.
Save some for Robert.
Yeah.
He made bad decisions and bad choices. He's lucky that we share the same body or I'd kick him in the nuts. If I had a step stool.
Get a running start.
I don't think I can jump that high.
I'm just. How is that physically possible if you were to do that to yourself, buddy?
That's why I said he was lucky.
Yeah. As you all exit the auditor building, as
The auditor building.
Yeah. The oddities, the auditors, the building of weirdness. The doors close behind you, and once again, the eye just kind of stares at you all as you walk away.
Biker!
Real quickly, just as I look back at it when everyone's looking away. I do that thing where you like pull your like one eye down and just stick my tongue out at it as I walk away.
there is like a single wooden slat that just like folds in half over the eye.
I was hoping to just like roll its eye. Just
Yeah.
like,
He has to be careful. If he does it too much, the entire building falls over.
oh
Um,
no.
And you all are making your way towards the institute. Is that correct?
Making my way. Yes.
Walking fast.
Faces pass, and you guys are not homebound because you're going to the
And we're
institute.
institute
And
bound.
we're institute bound.
Institute
La 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 la.
As you all approach the Stiana Institute, this building is a beautiful cathedral of black stone that just has like these pillars and pyres like all throughout, and the main section of the building looks like it could almost be like a cathedral, as far as like the shape and the size of it, but it is just coated with all of these miniature towers all throughout the property of the courtyard. And as you all approach this building, you can see that amongst the black stone there are speckles within the rock that just seem to shimmer and twinkle as if it is night in a building form. And that's where we're going to pick up next week, or the next time that we play, I should say.
Next
In-
week at this time,
in 2 weeks.
I'm gonna be in the
2
middle of the
weeks.
ocean.
Don't
Oh?
just be careful. We need Bob to come
Yeah,
back.
yeah. Make sure you stay on the ship.
Yeah.
I'll send lots of pictures.
Next week at
Please.
this time, I'm gonna be
Next
done with
week.
an allergy panel.
Oh, those are awful. Oh, like a
Yeah,
full
good
one on
luck
your
with that.
back, or are they gonna do a small one on your arm?
I think they're doing a full one.
God, I did a full on my back. Turns out I'm allergic to grass somehow.
Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah. I had a friend that was allergic to grass. That sucks.
I had
I-
a minuscule sip of tequila, like tasting my brother's drink, and my body was in hives for 3 days.
Oh, goodness.
So I was like,
Yeah.
maybe I should try and like figure something out with that, because it was crazy. So, anyways,
So enjoy the ocean, Brian.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's the point here.
I'm gonna be in a much better place than getting
Yeah.
oil
Um,
scratched into my back.
Yeah. But we'll pick this up on the 14th, but hope